was a fun session, but now it's a closing time. So sad. But just to go back full circle, if you remember yesterday, Dhruv started with the story of us standing in lines at the post office. Did you know there's something called postal police? Apparently, post office, USPS, does not like you soliciting customers at the post office because they're their customers. And of course, we didn't know that. We were standing in lines at the post office, asking people to give their packages to us instead to the post office. And guess what? Someone called postal police on us. And as a result, our Dhruv Saxena, the CEO of this company, is actually banned from some post offices in Chicago. So next time if you want to solicit customers at post office, my suggestion is don't do it.
Yes.
But regardless of that, if we think about this, we actually found customers at the post office. And some of those customers are still with us. 12 years later, they're still working with us. And I feel, and they probably also feel the same way, it's not a vendor-customer relationship. It is a true partnership. And that is what keeps us going.
Absolutely. We've been having this conference for the last 5 years. I genuinely believe this is a community that we are putting in place. And every year when we walk in and we try to close the ceremony, I genuinely can't believe how far this conference has come from an idea to where we are here today.
Yep. And then, over the past couple of days, we've spoken so much about the AI, the innovation, how things are moving very fast. On day one, yesterday, we spoke about this thing called yard management system. It's a complex piece of software. Companies sell that software as a core product. Our team built it in 10 days. From idea to execution to go live in 10 days. Things have progressed so fast. I still remember 2 years ago, there used to be weeks of requirements gathering, approvals, testing cycles, then deployment, then so much work to even get one feature live. We can now ship products in a matter of days. We've literally gone from a speed of bicycle to a Formula One car, just to stick with the theme here. And that is so impressive.
Absolutely. And it's not just the speed, it's the confidence that we have in building and being more ambitious on the type of products we can build. And it's literally, we'll keep coming back to, it's because we own the full stack. We don't need to go out and try to convince a vendor or a third party to make the changes on our behalf. We are able to do it ourselves. And so Melissa announced the ShipBob Promise yesterday. That is one of the biggest product launches in the ShipBob history ever, a guaranteed delivery date. And so it's not a range, it's a date by which your products or your orders will arrive by. And if you think through all of the things which had to happen for that for us to present that promise, the data infrastructure, the shipping carrier relationships, the decision engine, every single piece of that stack has been built by us over the last 12 years, and it's been compounding on top of each other. And so promise is only possible because everything that came before it. So the promise is as an outcome of the 10 years of work that a product engineering and supply chain teams did over the last 10 years.
And the reason this matters is because on the other end of this promise, there's a customer who needs this product because it's someone's birthday, someone's anniversary, or some big occasion that only works if the package arrives on time. We always have known this, but now we can promise it, we can guarantee it. And that is so powerful. And then today, we spoke about MCP. Literally on this stage, Dhruv was standing with Sagar, and instead of going through dashboards to figure out what's happening with orders, just with simple English, conversational English, they were solving true operational problems. Back in the day, if I go back, customers used to call us with their problems. In 2014, 2015, we would literally walk up, go to the warehouse floor, because our offices were the warehouse floor, just make the changes in the order or talk to the person and tell the customer it's done. We realized that by building our own software, the full stack, we can actually do it systematically and give this real-time visibility to our customers. That's why we spend the next 10, 11 years building this full stack. And now we're giving the power of this full stack and the infrastructure and the actions that you can make on that infrastructure to everyone, to any place where you want that information to be. If you use Claude, ChatGPT, Slack, or you want to still use ShipBob dashboard, all of this power will be available to you across all the channels.
Absolutely. And sticking on the F1 theme and on the theme of opening boxes, we've been opening boxes on the stage for the last 2 days. Every one of those boxes had something inside. Remember, it was a packing slip, a shipping label, a tracking card, a QR code. Every one of them represented a layer that ShipBob had built. But we have this box here. This box is different. This box is empty because what goes inside is your product, your brand, the birthday gift that your customer is counting on, the anniversary present that only works if it arrives on time, or the holiday order which is going to make somebody or break somebody's Christmas morning. So we've built the infrastructure and you fill up the box. And I want to leave with one more thought as to where this is headed. Our goal over the next so many months, as we continue building on top of ShipBob MCP and some of the stuff that Melissa and Dhruv talked about in the product roadmap, is when you come back to Fufilled, which I hope everyone does next year, you tell us that the way that you manage your supply chain and how you interact with the ShipBob fulfillment platform is fundamentally different. It's not like, oh, on the margins, yes, my workflow has changed and now I'm doing less of that. No, we want it to be complete night and day when you meet us next time, because we are hopefully building a lot of different use cases of AI agents where you are able to speak to us or speak to your AI agent in English, and it responds to you and it does a lot of work that you are spending your time working on. And so you saw a tiny bit of it today in our demos and our roadmap, and we think that will be the big chunk of how workflows and automations will evolve over the next 12 months. And the companies that win over the next 5 years really won't be the ones which have just a leading AI story on building a better dashboard. They will be the ones who have the entire infrastructure that will help their AI agents do a lot more of the work. And so we intend to be that infrastructure company, and we'll continue building on it.
Yeah, and hopefully all of you will be here, and we'll keep showing you what good looks like. How do we keep raising the bar on what great workflows and great infrastructure looks like in this physical AI world? And we promise to you, we will do that in the same room every year.
Amazing. So in closing, 5 years ago, we started this conference in a much, much smaller room in Chicago. And every year, the room just keeps getting bigger. But the reason as to why we do it has never changed. We want to be in the same room as the people we are building all of this infrastructure for, i.e. you all as brands. And so when you tell us something isn't good enough or isn't working for you, we get to fix it. And when you show up again next year, year after year, it means that we are building something worth coming back for. And so generally, we hope we get a chance to see all of you again next year in a different city.
Yep. So the big reveal here is next year, we're bringing you all home to Chicago.
Woohoo!
Woo! So if you guys don't know, Chicago is our headquarters. So we'll have this event, same week, same mission in Chicago. And why did we pick Chicago? Well, I haven't even stepped outside because it's 100 degrees here. Chicago is 75 degrees. I prefer that probably a little more. But what we also want to show you is how we're changing the game on the warehouse floor. Chicago, in Aurora, we have a facility. You saw that robots are coming over there. So we want you to experience how we're innovating on the physical AI front, how we're making our operations better so your customers feel the difference on this innovation and the infrastructure we've been building over the past 12 years. So we hope to see you there. And thank you for being here, and thank you for trusting us with your business, and see you all next year. Thank you.